Can the Supreme Court rule on gerrymandering cases in 2023? In recent days, the conversation around gerrymandering has gained traction as citizens and lawmakers alike seek clarity on this pressing issue. Many are asking, can the Supreme Court rule on gerrymandering cases in 2023? This question is particularly relevant as states prepare for upcoming elections and the potential impact of district boundaries looms large. Gerrymandering refers to the manipulation of electoral district boundaries for political advantage. This practice has sparked numerous legal battles over the years. The Supreme Court has the authority to rule on gerrymandering cases, as it has done in the past. However, its role is primarily to interpret laws and ensure they align with constitutional principles, such as equal protection under the law. In 2019, the Supreme Court made a significant ruling in the case of Rucho versus Common Cause. The court decided that federal courts do not have the power to decide cases involving partisan gerrymandering. This ruling effectively left the determination of partisan gerrymandering to state courts and legislatures. However, the Supreme Court can still review cases involving racial gerrymandering. For example, in the 2017 case of Cooper versus Harris, the court ruled on the validity of district maps that were drawn with racial considerations. This indicates that while the court has limited intervention in partisan cases, it remains active in racial gerrymandering matters. Looking ahead to 2023, it is possible that the Supreme Court could hear new cases related to gerrymandering, especially if they involve issues of racial discrimination or other constitutional violations. The legislative branch, particularly Congress, plays a role in shaping laws related to redistricting. However, without specific legislation from Congress addressing partisan gerrymandering, the issue largely remains in the hands of state legislatures and courts. The Supreme Court's decisions can influence how states approach redistricting. Yet, the court's ability to intervene is constrained by its own precedents and existing laws. As the 2023 elections approach, the conversation around gerrymandering will likely intensify, and many will be watching closely for any developments from the Supreme Court. As citizens engage with this topic, the importance of understanding gerrymandering and its implications for democracy cannot be overstated. The actions taken by the Supreme Court in the coming months could shape the electoral landscape for years to come.